Boom, the jack on the river, baby. Oh, we hit our 20% to scoop it. Whoa, big hand. Ace, ace, deuce, 7 suited to the ace. One time. This is nice. And we're in position too, which is great. So we're going to re-raise Paul if Paul raises to 4,500. By the way, re-entries on these events. One re-entry. You get one re-entry. So 668 here. We probably the best high hand unless they have a 6. And we have the best low draw, but I don't think it makes sense to bet. Because if we get raised, we're against the 6 and we're behind. Whereas checking, we keep their range really wide. So I like to check. Turns a queen of hearts. We like our hand. If they bet pot or whatever, we call. They bet pot. 9-3-90. Okay, we call. And let's give us a river 5 so we at least know we have the low. River 3. Great. Okay, so we've got the nut low. The only thing we're worried about is Paul having ace deuce and a 6, which is unlikely. I think we go for a bet here. We might get check raised, but we could quarter Paul here. It's pretty hard for Paul, with us having 2 aces, to have ace deuce and a 6. Hey, there it is. Big pot there. All right, let's go, chat. That's big. Against ace king king 4, another really good hand. Had the second nut low in this instance, and kings and 6s for high, so I think they have to call. It's an unfortunate hand for them, but we're up to 135, dude. Now, this is a great flop. We have the second nut low, 7, 6, 4, deuce, ace. We also have a pair of aces for high. So we see a lead here. We also have an open ender. So they could have ace 3 and they're winning for low, and then they're free rolling us for the high. But it's got to be close to a raise here. Our hand's so strong. I just call. Turns a 9 of clubs. We're going to call again. I think it's probably a call, because unless we improve on the river with like a deuce for the, or a 3 for the nuts, or an 8 for a straight. Probably isn't a raise anymore, but deuce is not it. Okay. So we have an ace 4 low, and we have aces and 2s. What we don't want to see is them have a 2 and an ace 3 low, but definitely a call here. They have an ace 3 low and 9's full. That's unlucky, dudes. That's unlucky, chat. It's hard to lose both ways there, but that makes sense. They need to have ace 3 and a deuce, or ace 3 and like a set or something. Or like ace 3, 10, 8, 5, 7, double suited. Some good things there. We get 3-bet from Riku. We will call. Go to a flop, and it's a pretty good flop. We have a gut shot. We have a flush draw. We have a backdoor nut flush draw. We have, if it's a deuce, we have the nut low as well. So we hit this pretty hard. What we don't want to see is like ace, ace, deuce, right? Because then we're behind on both ways. But for now, we definitely continue in position. Turns a 9. Okay, so we have a flush, 7 high. We don't have a low yet, but we have a bad flush. It's getting a little bit more dangerous now because they can have the nut flush, in which case we're drawing for half the pot here. But we should probably call at least one and then make a decision on the river as to whether we call or not. Okay, we have a straight flush. We beat aces. We could scoop this pot. Let's go. All right, they had a better low. We have the straight flush for high. They did have ace, ace, deuce, which means we needed... we had a flush, so we were beating them. But where are we going to call on the river, you know? That's the thing. Do we call all in if we don't make a low as well? So that's a bad river for them in that it's a river that we're going to call, basically, which they don't want. We're going to jam her over the limp, try and pick up these chips. This is okay as well. Ace, deuce, deuce, jack. It's not huge or anything. It's different than ace, ace, deuce, obviously. So I'm just going to limp call and see flops. We have a set of 2s, which is good. You can get in trouble with sets in Omaha, like small sets, but we'll bet anyways for now. Keep betting. We don't have a low, but we can pretend we do. If they have a set of 4s or queens, they probably raise on the flop. They raise. We might have to fold here. We don't have any draw really for low. So they can do this with ace 3, but then, you know, ace 3, 5, super live. They had a set of 7s, or if they decided to just call a set of 4s, we're like screwed. We're going to lose a huge pot. So I'll fold the turn. 6, 6, 4 on the flop. I want to bet, but then I'm just like, hey, wait a second. Our hand plays really poorly against check raises when they have a 6. We make the nut low. For high, we have nothing. Raising is really hard to represent a 6 here. So I understand getting them to fold, but I'm just going to call. And now on the river, we have a great bluff spot because we can have a low and a pair. Pretty hard for them to have deuce 3 and a 6. So I think I'm going to raise here. And sometimes when we're really unlucky, they're going to have deuce 3, 6. And it's just like we're going to quarter ourselves. But more likely, I'll try and I win. They do 3, 4, 5. Holy smokes, man. I just won a lot. Because I won the high with 8-7 high. They had 5-4 high. We had 8-7 high because we got to play the trip sixes, right? So yeah, we win with the 8-7 high, and we have the same low, which is pretty intense. Okay, damn. That works fine with me. Rolling in the satellite. We don't want to call here. We just want to survive through 26 people. So we'd rather just take down the blinds until, you know, the day is over. But if we get a call, we actually have a pretty decent hand. And we can be flipping sometimes if people call with jacks or whatever. Here in the high-low, we only have 1 diamonds. We now have a straight, but it only wins if there's a lack of diamonds out there. Oh my goodness, we call in the big blind here. We flop the super nuts. We flop the ace-10 straight with the redraw to nut hearts. So this is an incredible spot because if someone has ace-10, they're probably inclined to raise. We can get it in on a free roll here, you know? This is an incredible spot for us, man. There's going to be no low, so... Do we win the high with the straight? We win the whole thing. There it is. There's no low, right? Our lead with the super nuts just gets through. It's okay. Could have gone for a check raise there too, but I think a lead is fine. We are 9 off the money here. And we're in 38th, but we're going through the blinds. So we're going to be knocked back down to like 52nd or something. King 10's definitely got to be a fold. We raise this up in the 320. WPT, high-low. Take it down. 156,000. Nice. We flop top pair. We flop the nut low draw. We got backdoor kind of bad clubs as well. So backdoor straight draws up high. It's a really good flop for us. So we'll call and let's see a turn. Beautiful jack on the turn. We're going to lead now. I don't want to see any checkbacks, so we'll just lead. Raise. We'll get it in. Hopefully not 5s or 3s, in which case we're drawing. But ace jack is pretty good. No 5s or 3s. 3s. All right, we get the nut low. It's unlucky for them to have 3s there, to be honest. But that's okay. We end up getting half the pot anyways. We did put it in behind, though. It's too bad. The sweat is real, dude. 7 away, chat. 7 away. All right, ace king. Here we go. Don't shove, you guys. If they shove, we have to fold. If Manig shoves or Konstantinos. But if it folds to us, so ace king actually has equity against some hands we might get called by. So we're really hoping for a fold here, and then we get to happily shove. Hopefully pick up the 18,000 in the middle, which will put us in a great spot. Like in the 30s. Yes. Okay, sweet. So we're going to shove. There we go. Come on, chat. Get it through here, chat. 65,000 would be the reward. 7 off cashing for a 1K ticket here. Come on, Big Ben. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it. Let's get it. Looks like it's going to get through. Take us to 65K. Really important. Nice. We're going to raise it up with the ace-queen 4 deuce here. Pretty good hand in the WPT event number 1. 320. Raise, call, squeeze. We're going to call. They're basically all in here. Let's go, dude. Come on, chat. 1K ticket for 109. Great stuff right there. Let's go. All right, so they're all in for their 3,000 more. We have a pair of 2s. We have an ace-4 low draw, so this is the second nut low draw. And, I mean, bad backdoor clubs, basically. So let's see how it plays out here. There's already a lot of money in the pot, so it's quite dangerous if Andro has a 9 or an 8 here because there's so much money in the pot. There's 84,000 in the middle, and Andro has 60K back. So I don't think we can fold given how this hand is played out, but we kind of hate this too. Yeah, I think we have to go with our hand. I guess I'll call, and then, yeah, I don't know what turn we can fold on really, but we'll call. I was going to say 4. I don't think we can. We have 2 pair now. 2 pair. We'll call. We're ahead of that. Oh, no, dude. Oh, no, man. We were ahead of that. They hit the gut shot to make the nuts straight. Oh, that's really unlucky, man. So let's just get to where the hands are all in here. On the turn they raise, we call. They have Jack 10, Ace 3, so they're in a really great spot. But we've got a lot of money in the pot too, so fair play, I think, with their Ace Deuce 4. We turn 2 pair, which brings in a low, but we've also got 116,000 in the middle. They're shoving for 60, so they're shoving for half the pot. This is going to be a really wide range, so I think we stack off. And as the hands get all in, they had... It should show on the turn there instead of the river. That's silly. So they had the nut low. They had an open-ender on the high, and they had the nut low draw, so totally fine play by them to raise on the flop. I don't think we can fold our hand, though. And we are ahead for the high against this hand, but they hit the 7. 7 or a queen will give us... 7, queen, or 5 is what they have to scoop the pot. Those are their outs, basically. And we are ahead over here, too, for the high. So we had to fade those 12 outs, really. All right, unfortunate. We're still alive. We have 26,000, but it's a disappointing result anyways. All right, so we just won day 1A. ticket. So I'm going to get those going now. 7, 8, 9 table are being opened up. We're going to get into the 1K opener. Good luck, us, chat. We're going to have to fight back here in the PLO high-low. So here we are. We've used our ticket, which is great. Got it on table 9. We are drawing for half the pot here. Not worth it. Ace deuce. Weirdly defending here out of what looks like the small blind. Interesting. 9-8-4 with 2 diamonds. So a pretty big bet. We're going to call against Benjamin Jones. Our nut flush draw. Turns a 4, which helps us more than them. So I think we should lead the turn here. And then whether we bluff the river or not really depends. I think we have a lot of draws in our range. Straight draws and flush draws and stuff like that. So probably not a great spot to bluff the river. It's going to be better with like gutters, you know, like 10-7 or 10-6 or something like that. We get min raise. The board's paired as well. We're upping a lot of strength. We're getting 4-1. We have 9 flush outs. So 18%, but sometimes that's going to be negated with the paired board. Sometimes an ace is going to be an out as well. I think we should fold the turn though. Oh, this is great. This is a nice hand. Maybe we can get a double up here. All right, we're going to be all in. Ace, king, queen, deuce with a heart. Against ace, ace, 9, 5. Okay. It could be better, could be worse. We need a heart or a low or a... that sucks. Unfortunately, this counterfeits are low. We needed a 3, 5, 7, 8 heart, queen. I think king. We'll give it another go again today here. Look at this. Ace, ace, king, 10. It's a high hand, but a double suited aces. It's nice. I think we could 3-bet in position as well against Indrek here. So let's do that. Jack 7-4. So we keep betting here, actually. I think our aces are pretty good. We do have the double backdoor flush draw. There's no low yet. And we can put a lot of pressure on a low draw here. So I think we just continue betting. And against raises, we probably gamble. Guessing. You know, it sucks when they have jacks or 7s or 4s. Against even 2 pair, we're doing fine. Turns a king. Okay. Still have aces. King turn could improve them. They're going to have a low draw some here, though, as well. So do we want to bet and get them to fold a low draw, or do we want to check and maybe not lose all our money against 2 pairs? I'm going to default to try and make them fold and bet. And we're not folding now, but we are betting. Not folding to an all-in, of course. We've got a lot of money in the middle. Sometimes we might actually bluff better high hands. It's going to be hard to get a worse hand to call us. It would have to be a combo draw like queen 10, 5, 6, which they shouldn't have. But like 2 straight draws or something like that. Low draw and a pair and a gutter or something. I don't know. But we take it down to the turn, which is great. There we go. Up to 136,000. A bit of aggression paid off there. We flop a top pair, the top kicker, very multi-way, backdoor king high flush draw. It's not a great flop, but it's not a bad flop. You know, top. We don't flop any huge draws where we want to get all the money in right now, but we like our hand anyways. Pot size bet from Alexander. We can call, and then turn comes a king, ace, jack, 10. We really like our hand, right? So I think we call, unless someone goes for a raise, in which case I'm giving someone credit for a small set. But we're going to call from Jeff. We're going to call as well. Queen of the turn. Beautiful. Okay. Do we want to lead here? Yeah, I think so. I think we do want to go for a little lead. And like so be it against 6s full and 2s full, I think. But we have lots of equity against those. Jacks, ace, king, 10s here. Oh, beautiful, man. Oh, quads. Quads in the Twitch Open, dude. 200K. You love to see it. All right, they shove. Hopefully it's not 6s or 2s. I'm starting to think it kind of is. But we do have a lot of outs against that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 outs. 20%. And when it's not, then we're in a good spot. It's possible to be queen 6 or queen deuce as well, but we have a queen in our hand is the thing. Makes it less likely. Okay. I mean, I guess we call. Someone probably has a small set here, but I mean, there's a gazillion to 1 in the spot, so we call. Ace 3 low draw, bottom set of 2s. Boom! The jack on the river, baby! Oh! We hit our 20% to scoop it. That's sick. 366,000 chat. Was that good things? Did we do the right thing there? I don't know. In the 1K, we flop an open ender. We bet, get raised, we call. Turns to 6. Fold to the turn, I guess. We've got raised a lot with our draws here, unfortunately. We had to fold on the turn a few times, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. We'll stay patient. We limp and get jammed on. Definitely a call with ace-jack. We were kind of slow playing here, so good luck. Ace-jack, ace-10, hold! To get back to 100. To get back to 100. A little bit more. Jack of the turn. Let's go, chat. Come on, dude. 102,000. We've chipped up in the 1K. Nothing happened, chat. We just chipped up a little bit. That's all that happened. Jack 10, flop 2 pair. Kind of annoying, but check back. There's a lot of bad turns. Ace, king, 9, 8, queen are all pretty bad. It's also a board that should hit them more than us. So I'd like to peel off a good turn here, which we do. It's great. We call and hope for another brick, and that is that. I think we're going to win this pot here. The question is, are we going to get a bet from Miguel? I hope they just overbet, but they bet 19K. We call. Beautiful, man. We got it done. With top pair as well, so they go for the value bet, which is quite thin. I think they should maybe check, but nonetheless, we're up to 140 in the opener. Get a raise from Mario, which is probably king queen, but could not be king queen too. Might be a set as well, because thought quite a long time. Nonetheless, it's definitely a call here, especially with the club draw and the low draw. So we just call and wait for a river, which is an ace. We have a full house. Ace is full of tens. Only thing we lose to right now is ace jack. Are they going to raise with ace jack on the turn? Probably not. It's really unlikely. Let's see what Mario does here. If they check, we go for the value bet. If they bet, God. If they bet, do we raise or do we not raise? It's a block bet. Oh, man. What is the likelihood they have ace jack and they raise the turn? I don't know, man. They have ace jack. Wow. Wow, they have ace jack. Very surprising that they raised the turn. But, I mean, I think that's pretty hype because we lost the absolute minimum there. They had ace jack with a 3-4 low draw. Okay, so they had a better two pair and they had a better low draw than us. All right, so we 3-bet, get a call. 8-3-3 in the flop. I think we just bet call here. Well, we can check back too, actually. I don't mind checking back. The thing is, when they have ace high hearts, they can check raise with a low draw, you know? And we don't have the ace of hearts, which is why I like taking a little bit more of a passive line on this one. The turn, we call with the nut low and hope that they don't basically have, ace deuce and a better high than aces and threes. They check. We'll pot it now and try and get them to fold half the pot here. We're in trouble in the Twitch Open, but we get lucky. Ooh, very, very lucky. The fact that they check as well means that we could actually win for high with aces and threes. It's not likely, but we could. We get it through there, which is great. We have a royal draw here and a backdoor low draw. We're going to start with the check, but we're probably going to get all the money in here. And board pairs, but we do have enough flush. I guess check and continue, but I'm not entirely sure. This is beautiful. This is fine. That's going to be a 3-bet. We have a royal flush. It's a royal flush, chat. Whoa! Someone clip it, man. We got a royal flush. Granted, we do have 4 cards, but we'll count that, bro. We will count that. That's sweet. Get it? Nice. We got it in time. All right, full to us. We will limp. Probably a little bit too deep to go for a limp jam. Limp re-raise. Our hand doesn't play very well either. Post flop with like that much money in the pot, out of position. So I think we just limp call and have one of our stronger hands here that are going to limp call. That really sucks, man. Very small bet though. 1/3 we'll peel with backdoor hearts and a relatively strong range in general. If it was a larger bet than 1/3, I would fold. As is, that's okay. King in the turn is a good card for our range. Makes it less likely they have a king. We're going to be more comfortable with a queen or a 7. It's going to be harder for bluffs to get through here. So I like seeing that card because we might get to showdown a bit more, but we get another bet and we'll fold. 4-bet here. Still worth it with the queens. Not with 10s anymore, but with queens it is, and jacks are the edge. It's annoying though. We don't want to see the cold 4-bet. Please win this pot, please. Ace, king, kings. GG. GG in the 1K. We're going to have to try again tomorrow, you guys. Actually, we have 24,000 left, so we're not dead. Because we do win the side pot, so we're alive with 5 blinds, but frustrating one, dude. And call here for 18,000. Need an 8 or clubs. Or 10 or 5. GG. I'm disappointed. Oh, wait. What the heck just happened? Oh, we had a 9. I thought we had an 8. I thought we had king 8 and we turned an open-ender. Oh, we're good. 9's good. It's fine. Probably check. See a free flop. I don't think there's a ton of point to shoving. They're going to play really well against a shove. But now there's more point because they complete. So now I shove because I think this range is kind of weak. So that's extra dead money in the pot. So I'm going to go for a rip here. If it's just heads up, I would check back. But I think that range is too weak. It has potential to be a super slow play too, but not often, I don't think. It's a super slow play. Well played, my friend. Well played. 10 ball. No pair. It's paired. Well, that's boring. We're out of the 1K, guys. GG. It's frustrating, dude. It's a good slow play by them, though. I like it. We are going to get into that 109 satellite now to replace for tomorrow's events. They have the nut low. Oh, we counterfeit on the river. They had the nut low. We had a better high. So we were splitting the pot, but that 3 on the river gives us the nut low. Super unlucky for them. We're up to 500,000 chips, chat. Come on. Let's go, man. Beautiful stack right now. Looking good. And we see a great flop here. They raise pre-flop, we call. We flop top 2 pair. Lows have been counterfeit as well. They bet 19-5. I don't think we want to raise yet. We don't have a flush draw or anything, but we like the flop quite a bit. 8 on the turn. We don't have a low. Don't have a low yet. We could get another low card and make a low, which would be okay because of the 3 plays right now. 5 of diamonds. Well, that counterfeits us for high. We might have the low. We're in a I'm not sure either way kind of spot right now. So that's not fun to be in. If they bet a small size, I think we just call. If they bet a large size, I think we probably fold if they like potted or something. But if they check to us, do we want to bluff? That's also an option. We could bluff. Small size, or just call. It's fine. Oh, scoop diz! It's a scoop dizzy, Dottie. Come on. What happened there? How did we scoop it? I don't know yet. All right, so we won here with the 3-6 straight. We both had the 3-6 straight. Oh, we chop. Okay, just a pure chop. But then what happened here? With the low, we had an 8-5 3 deuce ace low. So our 3 played, and that was fine. And then for the high, we had ace-9, and they had 9-5 2 pair. Okay, cool. So we had a better 2 pair, and our low played. Beautiful, man. I'm happy to see that. This is a great flop. I mean, we have the nut low draw. We have a wrap here to make it and a pair, you know, so call. We've made the nuts. We've made the nuts. Holy smokes. We've made the nuts. We're in position. 100K in the pot. They have 245. Holy smokes. If they check, we bet like 70, I think. But right now we've got nut in position. Big tourney. Raise here, right? I think we just raise. Call. We give them a free card where they don't necessarily bluff all the time. We'll just put it in now. I'm not sure on this, though. Maybe I should just call. And it's going to be one of those things where you look stupid unless they call. But, I feel like for this small of a size, you don't want to call very often here with like a strong one-way hand. I don't really care about the money, you know? It's just like, I just want to win these tournaments. Not low draw, nothing for high. Start betting. We have a gutter, right? We have a gutter, we have some good turns, whatever. All right, ace on the turn. Now we have a pair of aces for high, and we have a 7-5 3 deuce ace for low. It's okay, but we didn't really want to see that turn. You know, we're getting crushed by 3-4. That said, worth check calling here. We could still win both ways. Do we get scooped by 3-4, or do we call and hopefully win? If it's 3-4, we're owned. If it's 3-6, we're fine. If it's 4-6, we're fine. I think we call, man. I think we call. I hate it, chat, but we call. They make 2 pair with 4-6. So we're pipped by 1 there. We have 1 better low, and they make 2 pair on the ends. I'm disappointed, bro. We're going to call in position without a suit with these aces, but we'll play in kind of a bad low draw here with the 7 as well. Oh, I didn't know they were so short, actually. What are just 3 bets? We'll get it in now, though. They don't have very much left, so we've got the right price here, I think. 3, 5, 7. They make a straight. Oh, man. That sucks. This is a good one. Ace-Jack, 4-5, double suited. We're suited to the ace, suited to the jack. Pretty decent, and pretty decent low. And on squeezes. I think we go with our hand here. It's pretty good. A lot of money in the pot as well, so good luck, us. Hopefully it goes well. We need about 35% equity, which I think it's tough to not have with a hand like this. Lot of outs. We're out in 36, guys. That's disappointing, dude. If you take a look, it's like we can hit a 7. We can hit 7 for the high. We can hit a deuce for the high and the low. We can hit a heart for the high. We can hit a jack for the high. We can hit a 5 for the high. We can hit a 4 for the chop of the high, and they win the low. I mean, really, for us to not win a piece of this pot here, it needs to be a king or a queen or a 9 or a 10 or an 8. 8, 10, queen, king, non-heart. That's what needs to happen. 8, 10, king, queen, non-heart. Just 3, 6, 9, 12. 24% of the time we brick the whole pot. Yeah. That's 24% though. All right, guys. GG. We are out of the tournaments.